woo, woo. Sunday. I am happy. I just got the most exciting invoice of my life. I just got billed, or I just got a request for payment of 1,000 euros to my motherfucking lawyer because we're about to submit the visa application. I have never been so happy in my life. I've had a great morning. I was watching the videos from the last few days, especially yesterday, and I realized I do not make enough eye contact with the camera. I look like Amelia when I'm walking around these streets. So I'm going to try to be more present and speak more directly into the camera. But anyway, so far, great morning. I woke up, I think, at 8 o'clock, 8:30. Got that hour meditation in, hit the gym, sauna. I'm still testing my 1 rep max for switching over to Wendler 531. Oof, almost got hit by a moth. Don't want to be too locked into the camera, I guess. Switching over to 531, so I tested my deadlift 1 rep max today, and I hit 150 kilograms, which I think would be about 330 pounds. And I think I probably could have done more, slightly more, but I hadn't eaten. And, but yeah, so that was good. Hit the sauna, steam room, swam. Good start to the morning. Then I had a 2-hour call with Alex. He broke down all the minutia and details of sales and prospecting and all the things I basically need to do for this stage that I'm at and to get myself going. And so that beard all got me glowing, bro. Like even my skin is glowing. And so the main ideas, at least for this stage, you said define your KPIs and just build your structures around the KPIs. So I think closing 2 clients a month would be phenomenal, especially for auditing services. But right now, my KPI is just to close 2 clients. And I want to close 2 clients because if I close 1, I'll become an employee. But if I close 2, I'll be forced to hire and delegate. So close 2 clients, he said, and then you can work backwards from there. That's working from the bottom of the funnel. Alternatively, you can work from the top of the funnel, and that's sort of just like, I will do 30 to 50 outreach activities daily, I don't really think that would work well for me. It's way better for me to start with the goal in mind, and then sort of build backwards from there, and the idea is like, okay, well, let's assume that of the calls that you take, you'll close a certain percentage. We can just make up a number, let's say 50%. Then of those calls, let's assume that of the responses you get from outreach, like some percentage of those will convert to calls. So let's say 10%, or 30%. And then out of the 30%, let's assume, or out of those people that responded, let's assume that only some percentage of outreach activities will respond, so let's say 10% or 5%. So now the numbers that you have to hit. And it doesn't even matter if the conversion rates are right, because you'll optimize and you'll adapt those to metrics that you're getting in real time. But the main thing is to just have at least some sort of a skeleton or structure of a process and a guideline or directionality and start executing. So the main thing for at least this phase of lead generation is just discipline. Of course I have to build out all the infrastructure, write out the SOPs that I'm going to delegate to the VA. And for me to do that, I want to go through those activities and at least have some level of understanding. I think he's done prospecting before, but it will just be good for me to do it so I know what I'm talking about, and then I can hand it off to him. So we have a meeting Wednesday. I'll see how much I can do before Wednesday. And if it's not enough, maybe I'll do it a few days more, and then I'll talk to him. On Wednesday, I'll say, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm figuring out. Which tools have you used? Have you used Pipedrive? Well, Alex suggested Pipedrive over HubSpot. I've used Pipedrive. I've used HubSpot Monday. I've used Sales Navigator. Have you prospected in tech before? Do you understand these sorts of things? And then the other thing was he gave me so much wisdom. Focus on structuring my work in phases of different focus. So when you're prospecting, dude, just prospect for accounts. Don't search for leads within those accounts. And then doing that is a separate thing. Setting up and doing your automated outreach campaigns is a separate thing. The way that you word the messaging is separate. All those kinds of things. So honestly, with all that knowledge, the marketing side and what I have in my brain, I think realistically, inside of like 6 to 8 weeks, I could close 2 clients. Like no need for marketing, no need for brand building, no need for any of that. That stuff is still good, and I'm still going to be doing it. But I'm just sort of saying like this is a system that's almost sort of just like brute force. Again, I'm not trying to use this to close fintech clients. That's a bit more sophisticated. This is just agency partners or strategic relationships, or just to get work, you know. But yeah, I'm very excited because there's a clear path forward and I'm following it. Other than that, right now I'm going to get some food. I have my camera with me, so if I see anything good to shoot, I will shoot. In fact, I see something great to shoot right now, so hold up. Okay, I didn't really have the confidence to get in as close as I wanted to, but if you look behind, you can't really see it necessarily. Here, let me try to zoom in. No, I can't zoom in like this. Okay, I guess the front-facing camera does not zoom in, but basically there are these 2 like concierges. You can sort of see him like over here. And then his friend just came through. Yeah, there was these 2 concierges, and the way they were like standing and the uniforms and everything, it just looked fire. But I did not have the confidence to come in close to shoot. The guy could tell I was shooting them, but I don't know. It was a bit, didn't feel right. But yeah, I got the camera. I need food. And then other than that, I saw about 2 or 3 meetups that looked interesting for this evening. One is a photography meetup. The other one is this book reading meetup that I had seen a few weeks ago that looks potentially interesting. It's pretty close to here, so that's a big plus. No, sorry, the photography meetup was close here, so that's a big plus. But this other one would like definitely have interesting people. And then it was sort of like a social networking mixer thing near the beach at 4:30. That could be cool, you know, because in Barcelona, like pretty girls show up to those. So that could be interesting. Yeah, but right now my brain and my body are just yelling, feed me. So yeah, I'm gonna get some food. Backlit, blacklit. So, man, one thing I will say I've been relating to more lately is, you know, some of these guys, these like successful entrepreneurs, they always talk about like, oh yeah, like I had to sacrifice so much and like I had to change my circle to get to where I am. And I never really related to that because I always kind of just felt like it wasn't quite true. Like some of these guys that, you know what I'm talking about, the fucking YouTube and Instagram influencers, that they're just like, you can make $1 million, but you have to give everything up. Or you can be successful, but you have to let go of your old friends. And yeah, I would say I never totally related to it until these last few months, I guess, because it does kind of get annoying. Like I see the difference between like the 2 categories of friends I have, you know? I have my friends that don't really give a shit and would rather complain, but they take zero like autonomy or agency for their lives. And they're kind of just stuck at that level. You guys know who you are. You know who you are. I'm not going to name names, but this is your shout out to the both of you. And then literally I have other friends that they're just like, yeah, I'm just living my life, and if there's something that's not well, they just figure out how to fix it and move things forward. And those friends are pretty much all entrepreneurs, pretty much. Or like Alex, who's just, you know, risk averse, but otherwise like an absolute killer. And I think it never really bothered me that much because I just, you know, I love my friends regardless. And it's not even necessarily something that bothers me now. But then when you're like in a headspace of like trying to build and focus and productivity and like valuable use of your time, it becomes very hard to like relate to some shit about Diddy or I don't know, caring about like what fucking slutty girls do Meanwhile, you're fucking married, Lewis. Like, why you give a fuck? And then also complaining about your life at the same time. I just don't get it. So it just because, like, I never really cared, but now it just is like, it becomes an obvious waste of your time. Like, these conversations are a waste of my time. I'm not saying conversations with my friends are a waste of my time. I'm saying the retarded shit you guys want to talk about a lot of the times are a waste. Now, mind you, that was me a month and a half ago when I was in New Jersey. So I understand, like, when you're not doing anything else, you just kind of like, fuck. Well, you just consume. And then all the media we consume is designed to program us and have like certain reactions, psychological, social, spiritual reactions. So you have those reactions. And I can't really, I mean, I can blame people, but I can't really blame people for falling victim to it, because I've fallen victim to it many, many times. But it's just very hard to relate to on some level. So I think we should all try to move past that at the very least. You know, step one is just to have like an awareness of it, to be able to identify, and then step two is like figure out what the fuck else to do with your life and your time, and not complain and not complain about a job and stay there for 6 years. Again, I'm talking to you, Lewis, you motherfucker. It's just so there's no doubt, there's no question. But yeah, man, I don't know. I was thinking about it because I called Jaden today. I'm going for a walk to the beach, right? And I called him. I was like, hey, bro, I'm going for a walk to the beach. You want to come? And then he didn't pick up. He called me back, invited me to a group chat or a group call with some Ukrainian girl he met in Romania. And, you know, he was like drunk. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to go to the beach. You want to hang out? He was like, no, dude. You want to go party later? I was like, no, not right now. I don't want to party this weekend. He's like, oh, okay, dude, I've been drinking for the last 2 days. And I'm like, dude, you're retarded. I was like, I would call you a certain word if not for the fact that this lovely white lady is on this call with us. I saw such a beautiful woman pass by. You can't really see her, but like down there's like 3 women. Like down there's like 3 women, and one of them was insane. Barcelona is insane. But it's like, dude, you want to go out, enjoy the day? It's like, no, like, don't want to get drunk and, you know, try to stick my dick in a hole. It's like, bro, again, I get it for sure. But at a certain point, like, these are things I would assume you should grow past, or you should grow out of, or you should at least understand it's fucking bullshit, you know, like not like identify with it and live in it. And so when you're doing something different, it just becomes like hard to vibrate with that. Again, I'm not saying like don't go out, have fun, try to meet girls, drink, all that stuff. Like, I've done all that stuff, I do all that stuff still, you know. But when it's like your default mode of being is to just do low value shit for yourself that doesn't make you happy, or to just complain about like how flaky girls are, or how your job sucks, or how America sucks, and you don't do something different, I don't respect that. Especially if you're a man, bro. You're a fucking man. You're 30 years old. You're intelligent. Your body works. Yeah, I do not respect that at all. Yeah, this was a hater ass rant. Basically, I'm gonna only be friends with Tim, and I'm gonna cut you guys off. Ciao. I arrived at the beach, and I went on Meetup to find the location of the networking event, and it's not showing up, and I can't remember off the top of my head. So that's amazing. I'm gonna find a place to sit down, and I'll do a little bit of a search. I'm quite tired. I could not find the event. I couldn't figure out how to find it on the app. I tried searching for next week to see if it was like a repeating event, and I tried searching for like the groups, and so I was searching by event, but I couldn't find it. But it's all good. It also made me realize I've been using the Meetup completely incorrectly, because I just like go online, find some shit, don't really save it. keep it open in some tabs, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll remember. And it's like, I have an account. I can download the fucking app and just click what I'm interested in, and then it'll show me every time. It's so much easier. So I was like, okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna do that. So I downloaded it, and I'll be using it that way instead. On my way here, I saw like a very, very, very pretty, like Ukrainian-looking girl, and then also that part of me that was like, oh fuck, I kind of want to cold approach this girl, which I don't think is bad, of course, but it's just more so like I'm trying to like train new brain pathways, and sort of like force myself to build a more robust social life, and then I can layer that back on. But still, there's certain times where I'm like, am I being unnecessarily strict on myself? But I don't know, I guess not. What else? There's a girl that just walked by that I always see walking around also. And I always see her in like just random places. And I saw her in an Alex Leon video recently, just passing through the camera frame. I find that funny. Yeah, I'm quite tired, as you could have seen from my yawning. I'll probably just walk home. I'm gonna chill here like 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes. I'll walk home, enjoy the night. Maybe watch a movie when I get home, read like The Count of Monte Cristo or The Old Man in the Sea or The Picture of Dorian Gray. You know, I've got like a bunch of novels I could read. Or just watch some fun movie. I think I've had a pretty good week overall. I'm very happy I got work done over the weekend too. And it was just kind of like light touch. You know, I realized 1 to 2 hours a day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it helps to maintain the momentum. It's not as hard to like come back in on Monday and do a hard. I never do hard days. Why am I lying? And do like a full solid day of work, focused work. And more than anything, I think it's having like clear drivers, clear indicators of what to do and how to move things forward, and a clear path forward. I keep repeating that, but that's what I was missing for so long. And it came out almost as a natural result of defining a very clear positioning statement, like having a clear positioning statement. And the service offerings are not 100% clear yet, but even still, it's just like once you have that, it's now like, okay, now I know what I'm offering to who. Let's go find them. So that's good. Yeah, I'm very tired. So there's a day gamer talking to the pretty Ukrainian girl that I saw earlier. The one in the blue dress over there. Aw, man. I'm a little bit jealous, but all good. But you could just tell from her vibe she was going to be open. Just looked like a pretty girl, kind of aimlessly wandering on a Sunday. So good on him. If he knows what he's doing, he can take her home. I don't know if he knows what he's doing, but if he does, he can take her home. What you lost and what you hide, yeah, what you lost. So I walked all the way up to Plaza Catalunya, basically, and then I realized I overshot and missed the massage place that I wanted to go to. So I walked all the way back down to the bottom of El Gothic. I just left our massage for 60 euros. It was okay. It was a Thai massage apparently, but it didn't feel very Thai. It wasn't very like deep or strong, but I wanted to get a massage. I mean, I wanted to get one yesterday, but I especially wanted to get one because this morning I did some heavy deadlifting, and I felt as I was deadlifting my neck and my shoulders like, whew, you know? So felt like tonight's a good night to get one before I go to sleep and wake up with a pulled neck. I'll probably even do some yoga tonight just to like loosen up my neck. The woman tried to upsell me to a happy ending. Well, I don't know if it was an upsell or if it was price included because I paid up front. I said no. But also, if it wasn't an upsell, I was like, wait. I mean, I would have never done it, but I'm just like, fuck. Like, I hope I did not. Because I kind of came in and I was like, this vibe seems weird. And then her and her friend, one of her employees rather, were arguing. The employee clearly did not want to give me a massage. I mean, she doesn't like black men. I don't know if it's true, but I'll just assume it's true. Just for the band. So, yeah, I was like, no, I'm good. No, thanks. I was like, actually, no. She pointed at my dick. She was like, massage? I was like, no. No, thanks, lady. Kind of sad for some like 55-year-old Chinese woman to be giving to make ends meet. So yeah, I'm walking to Jame 1 now and just gonna head home, chill at home the rest of the night, and get a good start tomorrow. Hasta luego.